welcome to 2 Point Campus, your chance to be the benevolent overlord of higher education. In so many management games, the little people are just anonymous little blobs that make crazy demands and mess up your painstaking plans. With 2 Point Campus, the new game from the makers of the delightful 2 Point Hospital, that's all going to change. Everything you loved about 2 Point Hospital is still there. The dad jokes, the accessibly addictive mechanics, but you'll now be able to really zoom in on the students you're looking after as they study and slack their way through college. They'll have likes and dislikes, needs, and the environment you create for them will help them live, laugh, and love. We spoke to co-founders of 2 Point Studios, Mark Webley and Gary Carr, about 2 Point Campus, and they explained that this evolution in the series came from wanting players to care about the little people. In 2 Point Hospital, patients were only with you long enough to either get cured or die. In 2 Point Campus, students will be with you throughout their 3-year courses, and you'll be more invested in their success. Now, this isn't like The Sims. You won't be in direct control in telling your students when to use the toilet, but you will be able to influence their lives in other ways. For instance, if you build a rose garden on your campus, you increase the chance of your students developing romantic relationships. Sure, not many of my college relationships started in rose gardens, more in dingy nightclubs and puddles of cider, but the rose garden looks much nicer on the screen. Of course, this being a 2-point game, you can forget about boring economics classes or seminars on the causes of the potato famine. Instead, your students can master the art of making car-sized pizzas with gastronomy, or attend night school, please just take a moment to appreciate that pun, and run around in medieval armour. Your classrooms will look less like stuffy academic boxes and more like mad scientist laboratories. 2 Point Campus also has some fun with all of those college stereotypes we've learned about from movies and TV. Those guys in the wigs? The class clowns. The toffs are instantly recognisable in the smart tailcoats, and the goths are, well, the goths are just adorable. Even better, the chances of any of them dying feel much smaller than when I was running 2 Point Hospital. In our sneak peek at 2 Point Campus, we got to see the adventures of Alex, a student studying robotics and scientography, as well as building giant robot hands and, testing strange chemicals for class. Alex explored the more social side of college too. There are music events at the student union, movie nights, and even a nap club. When students want to get really wild, they can hit the milkshake keg. Remember your student days? Out of your mind on sugary dairy products? Of course, as anyone who has hit 30 knows, you can't party without consequences, and too much of it can mean dropping off in class and falling grades. This new level of depth is sure to add to the Moorish madness of the 2-point formula, but you'll need to balance it all with running a successful campus. The better your students do, the more money the college will earn, giving you more money to invest in better equipment and staff. And it's not like you have just one student to look after, you'll have a whole class of them, so even if you have your favourites, you're going to have to resist the temptation to obsessively stalk their every move. And if you're not a people person, there's still plenty to play with in 2 Point Campus. After seeing the way the community experimented with the building tools in 2 Point Hospital, the developers are also going to give you a lot more freedom when it comes to how your campus looks. Whether you want perfectly manicured gardens, labyrinthine paths, sleek modern buildings, or a Hogwarts vibe, there are a load more customization options to lose yourself in this time around. As a 2 Point Hospital addict who has yet to find a cure, I can't wait to jump into 2 Point Campus and rule the school with a mixture of care and callous greed. The game will be released on PC, consoles, and Nintendo Switch later this year.